Okay, so we know what we are gonna do, okay, because we know this is the design we are trying to achieve by the end of everything. Make you guys very ready. And then here, this is the local one, the one we started. We are going to open it side by side, okay, meaning one side, let's pass this one there, and then this was there, put here, like this is visible, okay. So this is what we have. And then secondly, also we need to have this kind of design. How do you go and achieve it? When you click on about, you pull for our blog, you click on our blog, contact admin is not yet finished because it has some authentication and logout. So they are going to start focusing here, okay. Then we move step by step until we implement everything here, okay. So how do we start with this one? So in Next.js just has a React. We have to put the components that we want and then the routing, okay. So component is a folder we put outside. We divide our application into small pieces, okay. So within the component, like, we can divide application to so many parts. Assuming this is the example, we have this one here, this part here, from up here up to here, we can call it a navigation bar. Let's call this one should be just the home page, and then down here we can have the footer, okay. This one all need to be divided differently, and then the same thing for about everything. And remember, this footer can go and add more the way you want. And also secondly, if you go to mobile view, you can see here it's fully responsive, okay. It open in any type of devices. You can go here and check, click here, everything works. You can even close it back. So the case of doing this all is just to achieve a very responsive design. So first of all, let's talk about the component. Let's divide what are the things we need to divide. Let's say here we're going to have start only simple by having two different sections. That is the navigation here, and then the footer, because navigation is present in all of them. If you go to about, you see there is navigation up, there is footer down. They are not changing, so they remain constant. That means instead of making this one several times, copy paste, it's not a good practice, okay. The idea here is to make it once and then call it somewhere. It will be appear into every session of this pages history, whatever. So let's see how we can start with that one. So this is what we have. Let's pass it this side. This is our code base here, okay. If I click here on this one, I can give me that big screen. Then first of all, let me go and remove everything here. This is not what we want. So this one is found in app, okay, page. This is why you get this one there. So I will just go and remove them all from here. This div up to here, remove it and save. Just say here hi, just simple message like this. You can see here hi. Are you with me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's go and make our component so that it can be appear on top everywhere. So the component, we are going to create the folder here within our root directory, okay. Create this folder here, call it components, like this. Make sure you spell it very well, because if you don't spell it well, remember here in our tailwind config, okay, we have components here so that the style can be applied to. It can be with the extension of .msd, tss with Java, TypeScript, JSS with JavaScript, and like this. So make sure you spell it very well. Then within the component, we are going to have two only, two different files. The first one will be our footer, okay, footer.js, okay, RAFCE, React arrow function component with export. That's the meaning of it. This one is going to be our footer. Then the other one will be our navigation, but I prefer to have navigation in the folder navigation. navigation. Then within navigation we can have some other branches. We have first of all links dot JSX RAFCE. These are the function shortcuts, and then we have even navbar here, navbar dot JSX RAFCE, and then we have some. Then this one is where we can link it into our page. So let's go and link them. So how do we make them to appear on top of every page? When you go to about, you find there is this navigation here, the logo. When you go to block like this, you find everything. Contact, you find everything. Admin, even up to logout. Okay, so to put this one is very easy. The first thing, you are going to put it inside our app folder. So in Next.js, we don't need to worry about the routing. Okay, switch from one page to another is not a problem. Any folder within app here is automatically going to be auto route. Assuming I put a folder here, I call it about, like this. And inside about, the only thing I need to do is I have to write page.js, then RAFCE. I have to rename into capital letter. It's going to be let me call this one about, like this, to make a component. Now if I go here to /3000, then I just start here about, I press enter, you will see immediately automatically switch into this this folder. I can go on even and add a lot. Maybe I can add another one, like no, this one, about. Or you can do like this, click here on file, then you give the name plus /. The first name is going to refer for a folder. Okay, so let's say I want to add about contact. I want to add contact. I'll say contact, like this, /, then I'll type contact. The second will start with a capital letter .js. Automatically it's going to create a folder. You see, folder with the file inside. Then when I write here RAFCE, like this, it's going to work, but it suggests that it must be pages. Okay, not this one. That means we have to write them one by one. So here is going to be pages, like this. Then here it will be contact, capital letter. That's another way just to tell Next.js, like this is a route. So now if I go the same thing here and then reach into about, I can type here contact, like this, press enter. No, I didn't write it here. Okay, it's querying, but it's bringing. Normally we don't have this question mark q, we don't have this one here. Remove it. Yeah, just put like, okay, you get this one here. So this is how we make routing easily. So in order to make our footer, whatever, to appear on top, okay, on top of every new file we will be creating, we need to do one simple thing, that is go into your page. You see, page is going to run for the first page, but go to layout, it's for every component. So here within this one, you can see we have this one here, body. Like you can see this is HTML. Yes, there is nothing else different here. And then here you can see the metadata. A metadata here represent the title. Okay, the title, let's give it our title. Our title is going to be like the name in the group also. Let's say tech hub with Ali, like this. Then feel free to go and put the content here. The content or the description represent the text. When someone search on the Google, it first reach the title or the domain name, then the text which are here are followed. Let's say here blog for the purpose of sharing information, etc. Feel free to detail this one very well. Then here, whenever we put here, it can start working. Let's say you want to put our footer here. This is footer. press enter, close it like this. By pressing this one is automatically going to import it on top here. You don't need to go and type like import what it's going to import automatic for you. That's why yesterday we were asking like app navigation out router in the beginning of installation process, we just take automatic, and this is what is making now very easy to remember where the file is being created. So now you remember we now have added this one. Footer is here being seen in contact, but we did not put it on contact page. You see, that's advantage of layout here. Then if we go here again to about like this, you see the footer is constantly showing everywhere. The same thing we can do with our you see there is error here. First of all, hydration failed because initial UI not much was a render on the server side, so that's how we can handle it, but just this is the essential. See, everything works normal. And then next, how do we add this one? The second one is going to be our navbar here. Nav bar like this, and then say you can see navbar is also automatically imported on top here. See, so now you can see we have a navbar about us. If I refresh, this is what will happen. Hydration is not the problem, it's just like the certain rules we have to follow. Okay, but you can see here next is updated, there's no problem. Error, hydration fail, the UI does not render server when you expect the HTML contain and match. So let's go and see, like if I want to go and continue to develop on this one, let's say I want to have two different stuff just like what we have down here. Let's see the old one, this one. If you go back to about, we have something here like this, right? And then first of all we have this black color, so we need to implement it. So where are we supposed to put it? We have a global CSS. Global CSS enable us to write all our CSS classes here if you want to use CSS traditional, but as we'll be using Tailwind, we are going to use it automatically. Okay, any question?
So please, can I do a quick recap? I don't think to understand it.
You say?
A quick recap. I don't think to understand it.
How to implement the footer navigation?
Yeah, the footer and the way you type about.
Okay,
So,
okay. It's like this. First of all, let's leave this one. We talk about component, right? The component are simply the parts of our application. We can divide them into so many pieces. Okay, assuming you have a very big application, it contains a lot of different sections, the search box, the products, everything. So we cannot write them all into one file. Yes, like homepage, you write everything using homepage. So that's going to bring you a lot of problem. Imagine you made error somewhere, it's going to bring you a lot of problem how you can identify the error. So component comes in to help us divide them into small pieces. In case there's anything, we will just go to that particular place and then we can fix it. Okay, that's why I have components. So components is going to help us divide all these parts of application into small pieces. That's why this folder must be written like this, components. Okay, then inside components we need to start divide our application into two. The first one is we just need to have our navigation on top here with the logo with these words here, and then down here it must be constant to all type of whatever we can just pass inside here. Okay, so to implement them, now we have managed to create this component. Within the component we have the navigation, and then we have the footer. Okay, the footer has nothing, it's just empty. This one, let's call this a footer like this footer. And then you can see inside navigation we divide it into three again. One is going to be for links, so those links represent what? Home, about, blog, contact, admins, whatever, call them links. Okay, that's why I create this one to separate it differently. Then the nav by itself is going to contain the two with the logo and the links. Okay, that's why I've separated them, if you can see here very well. you have two different. Then this one is what I can link it to my application. That's why I managed to import it where on top. So in order to make it works for every of our page, you have to put it in the layout, because layout here you can see it has footer on top and then body. This body here is everything that we want to be using application. Then children represent them. Okay, just destructure them and pass them here, but don't worry about this one. This one is not for a level, but you can just understand. We bring the navbar on top here, footer on top here, meaning all what will be written within the file of footer and whatever will be appearing on top and at the bottom. Then we talk about the navigation. How do you navigate through these routes? You can see here example, this was a concrete one. You can see here we can navigate between home page. It can show for us home page. If I click on about, it show for us the about. If I click on blog, it bring me blog. If I click on contact, it bring me contact. You see, all these navigations are done through the folders and then the page folder, page file. So if you go here, you create a folder, you name it whatever. Let's create one more. Let me call this one Ali. Then inside Ali, I need to create a one file called page. Okay, it is a must in order to make the routing page.js. Then inside this page I have rfce like this. Then instead of page, I can turn it now into component. Component means what? The first letter start with the capital letter of a function here, which is the const, and then this one export default. So here I can just change this one to Ali like this. There's no problem. But here must be page.js a must, so that the navigation can work. Let's go and see. Now if I go here, okay, to make routing, just make routing here. I want to move to Ali. I just type here Ali like this. When I press enter, you will only see Ali. Have you seen? Refresh, control R. You see, you get here Ali. Have you seen? Have navbar, we have footer. Are you with me?
Yes, yes.
So that is how it is started, and then you can go on and add more and more. So here just simply like this, and then here also, and also you can do like, imagine you don't put in capital letter, you can see the difference. Let's say here Ali, type page first of all, page.js refce like this, and then here just type hello Ali like this, and then you can go also put it in Arial practice. Then what happened here, the default export is not area component. You see, this is the first error. The component must be a component. The component, it must start with a capital letter. That's what they're trying to tell you. So you will go back here to address this issue by just turning here page, okay, page like this, maybe page again if you want. If you just okay with the name, you don't have anything to do, just leave it like this. Now if I go back here and try to refresh, you can see hello Ali is there on top. Okay, fine. Hello.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so this is how it will looks like. Now we have to start bring the real things. Let's first remove this one. Maybe if you want, you can remove these two. Delete this one, delete that one. Yeah, even we can delete, but we are going to report it later, no issue. So that's the first thing you can see how we can handle them. Now you have footer, and then you have if you click here, you have the layout here, and then that one. So let's try to see how we can put it. First of all, we need to punch everything together, and then the body here is the main one, so we need to go and add this one into our css. That means if I go to my css here, to the global css, if I type here body first of all like this, then I start specify. So I don't want the padding. Okay, the padding should be 0. And then next, the margin also should be 0. Then I need a background color, bgc. Now for background color, then maybe we need to get the hex code for that one. Let me get the hex code. The hex code for this one, I mean the color, this one, this nice dark blue, it is let me check, it's #00. Let me put it here. It's going to be hash. This is another way of putting color. Okay, put the number hash 0 d like this, 0, put c, and then 22, and then you make save. That's the color that we have there, and then let's add the other rest of the color, so that in case if you want to use them, we can just use them. Let's call this one bg. By the way, we are going to add in it like class. Go to bg soft, background soft. You just use it whenever I want to use it, instead of copy them from other places. So I'm going to add the opposite for this one, going to be hash. No, hash is written like this, pounds. Hash to what? 2d 2b 2d 2b 2d 2b 42. But in order to see it, then you have to add this one here, bgc, and background color, and then you remove this one there. Add this colon here, colon like this, and then our white color is always text. You don't need to worry about this, and then we can just say our color should be, we need that blue, white color, whatever. Blue is blue 600 in that one. It's okay. This is what we'll just have. Okay, the only css we need to have. Then let's see this one here. By applying body to this one, that means we are already applying our layout here. This body, passing that blue that dark color there. So by default all text are written in black, so it will be hard for us to see the text if we just go through like this. Now imagine we go back here and try to see what are we going to get. Let's first go back. It doesn't exist. Refresh here, go to main home. You see the color has been already there. Refresh. You see, Ctrl Shift plus R. We have some text, you see, but it cannot show. That's because by default all the text are in black original. So we are going to do like this here using our css. We are going to say first of all, by default all text should be white. Just we'll say color like this, then you can type the word white, just white like this, and then you can eradicate the problem. So now if you go back, you can see text are white by default. Ctrl Shift plus R. You see everything are that white. Any problem? No?
No.
Good. So that is it. And then page is here. everything within page is going to be in our home page. And then let's go and see like footer and navigation, because we need to start implement exactly what we are seeing here. Okay, so let's start with the navigation part. Okay, so within a navigation, let me open side by side. Like this. Okay, like this. So this is what we want to have. So we see this one is disturbing us. What expand HTML contain nothing in the div server to contain a matching div. So this one we're going to start with it. First go back here. This one is okay. Home page is okay. There we go for navigation here. Have links, navbar, have navbar. So let's start by navbar. Within a navbar, what are we supposed to have? If you see the Control B, let me just have a big space here. If you see this one here, in real sense, it has two parts. You have logo, and then you have those other clickable navigation links. Okay, so to achieve this one, we need to start by categorize two different divs. So okay, we have two divs. The shortcut is put dot and then just press enter. Let's call this one will be our logo. Okay, and then for this one, the copy of this one will be for our navigation, just to make understanding easily. Okay, so we have two. Then let's say here we are going to write the word. Our logo actually is going to be picture, so let's put this div and we can style it in the future with the real one. So here we have this one. Let's type here logo, the word logo, yes, or let's put this one under h1. H1 here stands for heading. Okay, let's put this one to be the logo, like this. Then here it's going to be the navigation. Then to have the navigation, we need to bring the links here. Okay, we need to send the links. Our links will be here all. That means we have this file here called links, if you remember. So we can link it here. How? We can just type and then we close. It's a self-close tag. Just type here links with the S, press enter to import it on top, press like this, and then you can save. Now you can see we have links and we have everything. Now if you go back here and then refresh, you can see we are getting three things: hi, and then this one and that one, links and that one. Okay, are you okay? Yes. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so this is how it started.
Are we going to move the eye because it's not in the right?
What?
The eye.
Yeah, this one can be removed. It's just example.
Okay.
Yeah, that one remain in the page there. So this is how it goes: navigation, footer, there is a component. In the app we have the layout and the page. Anything in the page will be rendered there, and layout is here containing the whole application. That's why when CSS class of body was applied, it's applied to every text within. So here we only wrap everything in like that. So let's put this one inside a div, and then this div you can try to wrap it down here, push it down by alt, use arrow down like this, no, here like this. Then let's try to center them by giving flex. Okay, is equal to, let me give you the simple example. Assuming you go to this one here within the body, or just within a simple class here like this, start giving the classes like display flex, okay, align items center, this traditional CSS, and then justify content, space between, something like this. You see, writing all these lines is too big, but now reaching here with the tailwind, you can just say flex. The word flex here is equivalent to display flex, you see. And then now if I want to align item center, justify center, everything, I can just write here the shortcuts. Okay, first of all, I want to display everything into flex. I need flex direction to be column. I can just here flex dash col. That's flex direction to be column. Everything is in column. And then justify space. I want to give space between the footer and the navbar. Justify B as GB stand for justify between. You see, now if I do like this, you can see that we have that one. So let's try to give some background. Like, let's go to navigation first of all. Let's say in navigation I want to give a background of blue, BG, just simple. You just first of all put a class name CN. BG is for background color. What color? Blue. Number of blue, start from 50 to 950. I want 600. And then the text to be white. I just type here text dash white, like this. Now if I go back, you can see everything within the nav bar. You see? Have you seen? Hello?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. So you can see you have links, and then we have this one, and then we have footer down here. So if I go to footer also and try to give it some class name here to make it visible, just CN, and then we're going to have first of all, I don't want to put a background. I just want to change the text and everything that will go on here. So I can say here BG is going to be gray dash 400, and now put it like this. You can see everything is there. You can know which one is footer, which one is which. So let's just try to, so let's take the word high there just to avoid confusion. Take this one out. Now let it just be, it's okay. We first have justify space between, is what you're supposed to have. To shift the alt, to shift the plus alt. Okay, we have this one and that one, and then this, but there's one thing, it does not what send it opposite. So let's check again. Here we have CSS, remove this one out. Within here our layout, we have display flex direction is going to be column. Okay, justify between, align item center. So I can just say ITC, the shortcut for item center, meaning align item centers. Okay, it could have be written in this way, align item center. So it's also, it's just given by item center. In that one, it's given like this, items with S center. Remove this one. Yes, centers. That's how the Tailwind CSS works, written just like this, not with the S. Item center, that's what we just pass here. Now if I save and try to see, you can see everything are in the center. Center meaning let's see, okay, footer is there, then this navigation on top, then we can continue. The next thing is, it's just like have this one is represent a component of anything that goes in, and then this one is on top, and then this one is going to be down the footer. So have flex to display it. Flex column, which means the direction should be in column. Okay, then justify between, item should be center. Even if you remove this one, if you remove this one, now you can see how it will confuse. It will look very different. You see, it managed to push this one space between, and this one this side also. So this is not what we expect. Okay, then we have flex, justify item between, item center. So 1 minute, let me answer something. Someone is, yeah, it's 1 minute.